We're back. We're going to start on the anatomy notes at esophagus. We already did all the bones. So we're going to start at esophagus, making sure you can see it, and you can. The esophagus is the digestive system. It's the tube that goes from your throat to your stomach. It carries food. It is muscular. And a peristaltic wave of muscles in the esophagus moves food down into the stomach. So a peristaltic wave is basically where the muscles at the very top squeeze, and they go down and they push your food down. The stomach is also digestive. It's a pouch in the abdomen. Chewed food is brought here. The muscles around the stomach churn it. So when you have an upset stomach and your stomach really feels like it's gurgling, it's probably because it's literally the muscles in your stomach are trying to mix that stuff up. They're trying, if you've got something bad in your stomach, it's really trying to mix it in with the rest of your stomach to dilute whatever's bad. So stomach acids, it says muscles around the stomach churn it, so stomach acids can break down food. The next one is the liver. It's digestive, in the digestive system. Roundish kind of three-sided organ across the lower front of your rib cage. Manufactures bile to break down fat in your diet. So the liver breaks down fat. The gallbladder is digestive. It's a tiny little gland behind the liver near the stomach. And it's near the liver. It has to be between the liver and the stomach because it stores bile made by the liver. It stores bile, so when you're eating and you have fat in what you're eating, it needs to send some bile into your stomach to help break that down. So anyway, moving on. If you want to look up a diagram while we're doing this and look at the parts, that would be great to help you see what I'm talking about. All right, the small intestine is digestive. When food leaves the stomach, it goes into the small intestine. This really long tube is in the center of the lower abdomen. Its function, it carries chewed food and processed food. Nutrients are extracted from your food in the small intestine. So if you didn't have a small intestine, you wouldn't be able to absorb the nutrients from your food. That'd be fatal. Villi is digestive. Hair-like structures on the insides of the small intestine. They literally are like this and they help move things along in your small intestine. They increase the surface area. So if you think about the surface area of the inside of the tube is a lot bigger when you have all these little finger-like things sticking out. So it really helps to absorb those nutrients. The large intestine. It's considered excretory. You excrete poop from your large intestine. So after the small intestine, food moves into the large intestine, appears to be wrapped around the small intestine, carries food matter, extracts water for use in your body. At the end, you'll find the rectum, which is where you poop out of. It's a muscle. It's actually called a sphincter muscle because it's circular and it would squeeze, like this. All right. Appendix. We don't use those anymore, but it was thought to be digestive. So this whole thing is, I think, not in there. So we don't use the appendix anymore. It's a little finger-like thing that hangs off your large intestine on the lower right side of your body. So if you get pain in the right side of your body, it might be your appendix. It says small finger-like sac hanging off the large intestine on your lower right side. Your body no longer uses this. It can get infected, however, and make you very sick, possibly kill you. Scientists think it was once used to process bark early man ate. And I know you're thinking like bark on trees. Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about. Bark on trees. Currently, doctors say we only get like a third of the fiber we're supposed to have in our diet on a daily basis. So people are taking supplements and all this, trying to get more fiber, it's probably because we're no longer eating bark, which would be 100% fiber. Okay. Pancreas is digestive. A bumpy looking organ under the stomach. Produces chemicals to help you digest food. Special cells called the islets of Langerhans produce insulin that digests sugars. When these cells malfunction, you get diabetes. If you'd like to, look up on YouTube the Weird Al Yankovic video, the Pancreas song. It kind of goes through all this. It's pretty funny. I think you would enjoy it. Okay, are we still able to see? I think so. Okay, we're going to stop here.